Now at 6, a plan to expand Interstate 44 raises some big financial concerns. Plus, a gas leak forces the evacuation of a Walmart in Joplin. And cars line up by the dozens as the Joplin Whataburger opens.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The city administrator of Webb City believes Project Forward 44 will cost Jasper County potential interstate funding. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more.
Forward 44 aims to improve Interstate 44 through a series of projects widening the interstate, bridge improvements, and replacements. One project plans $31.4 million for roadway improvements near the Fidelity interchange.
But when it was originally planned.
However, Webb City City Administrator Carl Francis says this project will cost Jasper County potential interstate funding for Freeway 249.
I think that Jasper County is about to miss out on the future possibility of interstate highway inside Jasper County. 18 miles worth of interstate highway in Jasper County will never be turned interstate, because if they leave 49 on I-44, that's the end of it.
Francis says Freeway 249 should be considered an interstate so Jasper County can receive more funding and reduce the flow of traffic near the Fidelity interchange.
The main thing is it also would reduce the amount of traffic having to make the turn at Fidelity, which would reduce the accidents.
Even if Forward 44 achieves its goals, Francis believes the chance for Freeway 249 to be re-signed as an interstate is low. Do you think they'll ever eventually get to that?
Why would they? It's a lot of money. They're going to spend $200 million redoing I-44 and Fidelity. You could do this for less.
Reporting in Jasper County, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Now, KOAM reached out to State Representative Cody Smith for a statement. We have not yet received a response. Bit of rain to start the work week. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney.
Well, temperatures are now dropping into the 60s. Low or upper 60s as of right now, upper to mid 60s, 65 in Carthage, 67 in Joplin, 64 in Miami. And we've also already had quite a bit of rainfall everywhere in the blue, which is most of the area. We're seeing rainfall amounts 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, not too much. And then when you get a little bit more in those central counties, Independence, Pittsburgh, Joplin, about half an inch to 1.5 inches. Now, most amount of rainfall so far has been southwest of Monette. Saw over 2 inches. We still have some more rain coming, a few more rounds of rain. Our strongest line of storms that's moving through tonight is this line that currently just moved out of Joplin, heading towards Monette, Grove, Bentonville, and then out of our area. But we do still have a few thunderstorms after that, mostly scattered in nature, but I'll have more details for you in just a bit.
See you soon. The Walmart Supercenter on Joplin's 15th Street has reopened now after a gas leak forced the evacuation of the building this afternoon. The fire department responded to a 911 call around 12:30 after people in the store began showing medical symptoms. Authorities evacuated the building of all employees and shoppers. Fire crews treated 5 people at the scene. They say 4 people were taken by ambulance to the hospital. Investigators believe the gas leak was related to the installation of a new oven in the bakery section. The store reopened around 2:30 this afternoon after the gas levels were determined to be safe. If you've been waiting for Whataburger in Joplin to open, well, you are not alone. The burger chain opened their drive-thru today at 11 a.m. with the first 100 in line getting prizes of Whataburger swag. And what a line. As you can see from our drone footage, the line for the drive-thru was considerable. What a wait. Wonder why? Well, Whataburger, what do you think?
I think it's our product more than anything. We have a great experience at our restaurants. We have fresh product customized however you want it.
Dining room and curbside service will follow in a couple of weeks, and there's a Whataburger opening soon in Webb City as well. Bourbon County, Kansas residents will head to the polls tomorrow for a special election regarding a new sales tax. The county wants to adopt a 1/4-cent retail sales tax for 5 years. They say the money raised will help establish and operate a new emergency department in the county following the closure of Ascension Via Christi's ER in Fort Scott. If approved, the tax would take effect on October 1st. The chapter of 100 Women Who Care of Jasper and Newton counties today made a donation of $4,200 to the Medical Loan Closet in Joplin. Medical Loan Closet takes in new and or used medical supplies and equipment, then loans or gives them to people in need.
You know what? They serve those people that have needs and not maybe the funds, or maybe they just need temporary medical supplies, whether it be a knee wheelchair, or just any kind of supplies that they need for a medical situation.
The organization says the donation is going to pay for 4 months of rent for their warehouse. An assault case in Missouri restokes questions about charging teens with adult crimes. That's coming up next. And later, softball season might be over for PSU, but one gorilla gets some big recognition. John Dales has that story and more coming up later in sports.
It's been a rainy day, but luckily we didn't have any severe threat to any of these storms. So let's take a look outside at downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Center. They just got some rain, but those storms have passed, so you can start to see those clouds breaking up in the background right now. We've had quite a bit of rainfall so far. Everywhere in the light blue, so northern counties, all received less than half an inch of rain. And then if you're more in the central counties, so Pittsburgh, Independence, Joplin, received closer to half an inch to an inch and a half of rain. And even just southwest of Monette, which is still about to get some more rainfall, received over 2 inches of rain. So we've gotten a lot of rain so far. The rest of the day, not so much. These storms are starting to clear out. The main line of storms that we were really focused on is the line of storms that just passed through Joplin, now heading towards Monette, Bentonville, and then out of our area. But that's where we saw that low risk, is all of these counties in the east and southeast. So we've got a few of these storms still a little bit stronger than we want to look at, but we're still not seeing a severe threat with any of these or a severe thunderstorm warning with any of these as well. Now, as the low pressure system continues to rotate, we do still see those rain chances continue for the rest of the afternoon, but we're not seeing any severe threat once those line of storms pass through. But like I said, that low threat was for all of our eastern counties and southeastern counties, and that line is starting to push through right now. And for the rest of the night, we're not getting much more rainfall, about 1/10 of an inch in some areas, Bonita, Grove, and not to mention some of our southeastern counties as well. Only seeing about 1/10 of an inch of more rainfall tonight. Now, we do have more rain chances for the rest of the week, so obviously that will increase as we move in through the work week. But look at the future track. So this is going to be 8 p.m. Main line of storms has already passed, but we do still have a few isolated cells passing through. Now, we're not expecting any severe threat with any of these, just maybe some patches of heavier rainfall as they pass, and they'll continue out. Nice overnight and into early morning, and then about 8 a.m. few more showers pop up in our eastern counties. Those will continue for the early morning towards the early afternoon hours, and then they'll clear out of here. Most of the rest of the day on Tuesday is looking good until Wednesday morning. We've got another round of showers pushing through before 7 a.m. They haven't hit Joplin yet, so you might still have a chance to make it to work without getting rained on Wednesday morning, but then they'll start to push in and then start to dissipate as they make their way towards Joplin and the Missouri counties as well. But we do still have more rain chances popping back up Thursday and Friday, so we're not quite out of the rain yet. In the morning, a few more showers only if you're in the Missouri counties. If you're in Kansas or Oklahoma, you should be dry. And then Wednesday, some more morning showers that start to dissipate once they hit the Joplin area. So a little bit of an opposite. If you're in Kansas, Oklahoma, you're going to get rained on Wednesday. And then we've got those scattered thunderstorm chances continuing Thursday and scattered thunderstorm chances on Friday, and then dry for the weekend.
Nothing severe on the horizon. That's the good news. Kind of soggy out there, but that's spring in the 4 states, I
Definitely.
guess. Thanks, Lindsay. Hey, the city of Joplin plans a test of its emergency sirens Wednesday, 10 a.m. No critical weather is forecast at that time, as you saw. This is just a procedural step following minor maintenance work completed on the outdoor emergency siren system. City of Joplin received some praise today for its bookkeeping. The city's been awarded the Government Finance Officer Association Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting. Basically, it means the city received the highest and best opinion on audit and earns award for excellence in financial reporting. This marks something of a trend for the city as it's received this honor for 33 consecutive years. Still ahead, high school softball regional playoffs begin in southeast Kansas, and the Chiefs learn who they're going to face in the first game of the 2024 season. John Dales has those stories and more. It's coming up next in sports.
Isn't it great?
Hey, welcome into sports. I'm John Dales. The 2024 season ends this past weekend for Pittsburgh State softball, but one gorilla gets some major recognition today, and the same is true for Crowder College baseball, whose season continues this week in the South Central District Tournament. Pittsburgh State outfielder Heather Arnett is named the Central Region Player of the Year by the Division II Conference Commissioners Association. The PSU sophomore adds this to a lengthy list of accolades, including MIAA Co-Player of the Year and Gold Glove winner. Arnett set school records for hits, runs scored, and stolen bases in a season this year, while leading the Gorillas to a 53-8 record. Elsewhere, Crowder College outfielder Colton Reynolds is named the Region 16 Player of the Year. This comes after the Rough Riders won the Region 16 tournament and punched their ticket to the South Central District Tournament this past weekend. Reynolds is hitting just under .375 this season with 10 home runs and 67 runs batted in. It's regional playoff time for high school softball in southeast Kansas. 4 quarterfinal matchups take place today at Riverton High School. Now, the top seed in the region is Frontenac. The Lady Raiders have no problem in their quarterfinal game against Galena. They win 15-0 after just 3 innings. Meanwhile, Baxter Spring wins 4-3 over Cherryvale on a walk-off single and extra innings from Chesney Billings. The Raiders and Lions will play each other in the semifinals. That's Wednesday afternoon. In the first game of the day, the host team Riverton gets a huge upset. Lady Rams beat 3-seed Caney Valley by a score of 5-2. Riverton advances to the regional semifinals on Wednesday as well. Lady Rams await the winner of the final game of the day between Columbus and Girard. And playoffs in full swing in southwest Missouri as well. The Class 4 District 11 baseball semifinals taking place today in Seneca. First game is between 4-seed Aurora trying to upset the top seed Monette. As we come on the air, they're tied 5-5 in the 7th. The winner of that game faces the winner of this game in the district championship. Mount Vernon and Seneca set to square off in the district semifinals this evening. Over to the NBA playoffs, the Thunder try to even up their series against the Mavericks at 2 games apiece tonight. In order to do that, they have to win in hostile territory. Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals tips off in Dallas 8:30 this evening. Now, after winning the first game of the series, OKC has dropped 2 in a row. Most recently, a 4-point loss in Game 3 on Saturday. I'll give you a score update later tonight. Closing things out with pro football, the Chiefs will begin their quest for a 3rd consecutive Lombardi Trophy. In the first game of the 2024 NFL season, the back-to-back Super Bowl champs will host the Ravens at Arrowhead on Thursday, September 5th. This will be a rematch of last season's AFC Championship game, which Kansas City won 17-10 in Baltimore. I'm sure everybody remembers that game, and I'm sure there's a lot of hard feelings on the side of the Ravens, having the Chiefs go in there and beat them on their home field. So that's going to be a good Week 1 game.
You bet. Both teams are going to look a little bit different already.
Right.
Derrick Henry now is a Raven, for example. We'll be right back.
To Allen, a 4-state hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Ascension Via Christi provides an update on its patient services impacted by a ransomware attack. Plus, the Better Business Bureau gives some tips for people trying to recover after being scammed. And if you're considering using some of the new weight loss drugs on the market, we have some facts you need to know. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Freeman Health System today kicked off their celebration of Hospital Week with an all-staff barbecue. Hospital Week is a national celebration in recognition of the 5,000 hospitals, healthcare systems, networks, and others who provide care to their communities.
You know, it's about serving the employees. They serve the patients every single day. People don't realize that healthcare is actually part of customer service. And so we like to take 1 week out of the year and celebrate them. And so now we're serving back to all the employees that spend countless hours away from their family, giving back to the community.
Freeman Health employs more than 300 physicians and staff representing more than 60 specialties. It might have been a chance for a barbecue between the raindrops in many places today. Other places, not so much. It's kind of soggy out there.
Yeah, we did get a lot of rainfall today, but it was mostly scattered in nature. That continues well into the morning hours on Tuesday. And those rain chances actually continue all week long.
Final sports note.
Royals are playing very good baseball right now. They've won 4 of their last 5. They start a series tonight against the Mariners in Seattle.
Sure you're talking about the Kansas City Royals?
Yes, Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City Royals. Wow. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOIM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.